Adolf Hitler was a central figure in 20th century history, known for his role as the leader of Nazi Germany, and his responsibility for initiating World War II and orchestrating the Holocaust. When discussing Adolf Hitler, it's important to approach the topic with sensitivity and historical accuracy. One aspect often discussed is Hitler's rise to power, which occurred amidst the economic and political turmoil of post-World War I Germany. Hitler's nationalist and anti-Semitic rhetoric resonated with many Germans, who were disillusioned with the Treaty of Versailles and the perceived injustices inflicted upon Germany. Through the Nazi Party and his charisma as a speaker, Hitler capitalized on these sentiments to consolidate power, and eventually become Chancellor in 1933. Another significant aspect of Hitler's legacy is his implementation of totalitarian policies, and the creation of a fascist regime in Germany. This included the suppression of political opponents, the establishment of a police state, and the propagation of Nazi ideology through state-controlled media and propaganda. Hitler's regime also pursued aggressive expansionist policies, leading to the annexation of Austria, the occupation of Czechoslovakia, and ultimately the invasion of Poland, triggering World War II. Perhaps the most infamous aspect of Hitler's rule is the Holocaust, during which 6 million Jews, along with millions of others including Romani people, disabled individuals, and political dissidents, were systematically murdered in genocide. This unparalleled atrocity remains a stark reminder of the dangers of hatred, prejudice, and unchecked authoritarianism. When discussing Adolf Hitler, it's crucial to emphasize the importance of understanding the historical context, the factors that enabled his rise to power, and the lessons learned from the catastrophic consequences of his actions. It's also essential to approach the topic with sensitivity and respect for the millions of victims who suffered under his regime. Adolf Hitler's rise to power and subsequent fall is a compelling and tragic chapter in modern history, marked by a combination of political skill, manipulation, and unprecedented brutality. Let's delve into the details of his trajectory. 1. Rise to power. Early life. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, Austria. His early life was marked by struggles and failures, including his rejection from art school in Vienna. Entry into politics. After serving in World War I, Hitler joined the German Workers' Party, DAP, which later became the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP, or Nazi Party. He quickly rose through the ranks, exploiting the chaos and discontent in post-war Germany. Beer Hall Putsch. In 1923, Hitler attempted to overthrow the Weimar Republic in the Munich Beer Hall Putsch, a failed coup d'état. Despite his arrest and brief imprisonment, the event raised his profile and helped him articulate his nationalist and anti-Semitic ideology. Legal path to power. Following his release from prison, Hitler focused on achieving power through legal means. He capitalized on the economic hardships and political instability of the Weimar Republic, exploiting nationalist sentiments and scapegoating Jews for Germany's woes. Appointment as Chancellor. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany by President Paul von Hindenburg. After the Nazi Party won a plurality in the Reichstag, German parliament, Hitler used his position to consolidate power, dismantling democratic institutions and establishing a totalitarian regime. 2. Consolidation of power. Enabling Act. After the Reichstag fire in 1933, Hitler pushed through the Enabling Act, which granted him dictatorial powers and effectively suspended civil liberties. This marked the beginning of Nazi dictatorship in Germany. Purges and propaganda. Hitler ruthlessly eliminated political opponents and dissenters, including within his own party, through purges and assassinations. He used propaganda, controlled by Joseph Goebbels, to manipulate public opinion and create a cult of personality around himself. Repression and control. The Gestapo, secret police, and SS, Schutzstaffel, enforced Hitler's policies through terror and intimidation. Opposition parties were banned, trade unions disbanded, and Jews, communists, and other perceived enemies of the state were targeted for persecution. 3. World War II and downfall. Aggression and expansionism. Hitler pursued a policy of territorial expansion, seeking to unite all ethnic Germans and acquire Lebensraum, living space, for the German people. He reoccupied the Rhineland, annexed Austria, Anschluss, and annexed Czechoslovakia's Sudetenland. Invasion of Poland. The invasion of Poland in September 1939 triggered World War II. Hitler's blitzkrieg tactics led to swift victories in Western Europe, but his invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941 marked a turning point in the war. Defeat and death. The tide of war turned against Germany with the Allied victory at the Battle of Stalingrad in 1943. As Allied forces closed in on Germany, Hitler's regime crumbled. In April 1945, with Berlin surrounded by Soviet troops, Hitler committed suicide in his bunker, marking the end of his reign of terror. Adolf Hitler's rise to power and subsequent fall epitomizes the dangers of unchecked authoritarianism and the catastrophic consequences of hatred and intolerance. His legacy serves as a grim reminder of the importance of defending democracy, upholding human rights, and confronting extremism in all its forms.